At night, he comes back to the land of the living to find a shirt that fits.
Sounds like a challenge. When shopping for shirts, the specificity of the measurements used will change in proportion with the price and, of course, the quality of the fit. If for all your life you bought shirts size small, medium, and large, perhaps you may be confused when encountering for the first time a 15 and a half, 3, 4. Or maybe you're curious about the measurements that go into making a custom, made to measure, or bespoke shirt. Configuring one's purchase with the industry metrics is fairly quick and simple. There's nothing to fear. Or is there? If you find yourself in a situation like that, you're frightened, alone, girlfriend's not there to help you out, well, perhaps it's best to find someone who knows what they're talking about. Like,
My name is Mike Gavalis. I'm an owner of Nick's Toggery and Nick's Big and Tall. Well, if you ever come into a men's store and the man doesn't have a tape around his neck, you should leave because he really isn't going to do his job correctly. But first, if you're interested in buying a shirt, no matter who you are or wherever you go, there's 2 or 3 things that you really need to make sure is correct or you really won't have a good fit. And the first is to measure the neck. You should unbutton the tie down, pull the shirt back, measure around the neck. Usually it's good to have a finger or 2 inside there. He happens to be a 14 and a half. Now to measure the sleeve from there, you would put it on that line, you would come down, you would make a fist, which you can't see. He's 26 and a half, and you would add 9 inches to that. Okay? Now we're going to do the chest. This is for making a shirt. A standard shirt's going to come with whatever that measurement's going to be off that neck is going to go all the way to the body of that shirt. It's a little tapered. There we go. Right is 35 across the chest. Okay. And then we'll measure his waist over his belly button. That is. He's 26. On a custom shirt, you typically will ask the customer, do you want a trim fit, a medium fit, or a full fit? And if it's going to be trim, you'd add 4 inches to the waist and 4 inches to the chest. If they want a full fit, or an average fit for a person, you'd add 6 inches. And if you want a full fit, it'd be adding 8 to 10 inches on there. Each one of those give you more movement in the shirts. Today, everybody's wearing a fitted shirt, which is a slim fit. They would make it in the 4 to 5 inch range around the body long. When you go into a store, the main thing you're going to be concerned with if you buy off the rack, that if the shirt fits you comfortably across your shoulders, most of the time it'll be a little bit over that, and that's okay. The sleeve lengths for somebody his size would be a 32 or 34 sleeve, and you can buy, a lot of times if you're buying dress shirts, there'll be options for you to do that.
now you see a fashion on a mannequin. You turn open the page of GQ or Esquire or wherever you find, whatever you're guiding like for fashion or style for men. Maybe you order it online. You wonder, and you pay it on, you wonder, hey, why does it fit me like it fits a guy in the GQ? Is it because, he has some kind of magical quality that makes the clothes look good on him? The answer to that, gladly, is no. It's not. There's nothing magical about models that makes the clothes fit better on them than it does on the average Joes like you and I. The difference between them and you and me is that the clothes are tailored to fit their body. And if you're not getting custom stuff or bespoke stuff, there's still a way that you can work with what you find off the rack, and with professionals, you can, on a relatively economical way, to bring that home, to realize that vision that you have. And let me show you where you may be going wrong, so they give you that frame of reference to know if something fits, if something doesn't. So we're gonna go start with me, and that I'm gonna tell you from experience how I know if something doesn't fit. Today we're talking about shirts. Now, it doesn't fit when you see the puckering in the buttons. Now, you may say, hey, you look down and you see it, you see like the Union Jack type thing. You say, hey, no one can see that. No one has that definition to know that, might be popping someone's eyes out when this button finally just erupts from this shirt because it's too small. You're putting other people in danger. And that's just. So if you're having trouble, bridging that divide, buttoning that shirt, don't put other people's lives at risk for your vanity, okay? If you see pleating, pulling in the deltoid region, if they see the fabric rippling in the area of the deltoids, shoulders, the edge of the shoulders right here, then your shirt may quite possibly be too small. If, again, you feel some constriction in the forearm or lack of range of motion either in the shoulder where the arm goes in or the elbow or again the forearm, then maybe it's time to consider graduating to a new size. Where the sleeves sit. Your sleeves are supposed to, when they're at your sides, come to the dimple of your wrist. It shouldn't go over. But it is in vogue today to have maybe a little shorter lengths in sleeves, both in your coat and in your shirt. But if it comes down to your forearms, if it's up there, people will notice that, and it's not, and your shirt's just too small. When you button your collar, you're supposed to have 2 fingers, nothing more, nothing less. And let's go now. If it's too big, okay, this area right here, as we went before, is going to go over here. You button your shirt, and you have space in there. You're doing the turtle thing. You don't want to look like you're swimming in your garments. Your wrist, your cuff is going to go farther than your wrist. Now that can be fixed. We're going to go on that in a second. You're going to have billowing, blousing in the torso area. That can be fixed as well. We're going to start on that right now. We're going to, so if it fits, when you button it, you have the appropriate space, the 2 fingers. If it's hitting your elbows, if you have what you need in there, okay? If it fits up here, you can take it to a tailor. You can, for $12 for a single operation. You can have the size of the shirt taken in, so it makes a fuller cut trimmer, and you have about a window of an inch or 2 to work with. That's on each side, so I would say about maybe a 4-inch window. Because and also you want to consider, does the shirt have a pattern fabric? Because if it has a pattern, your tailor is going to have a little bit more difficult go of it. You can have sleeves shortened. You can bring wherever, if it's coming over, they can have, it's amazing really. They go in there, take it out, actually unsew this part right here, bring bring the excess fabric out and sew it back on so you can bring your shirts in. Or even, which is amazing, also they can take long sleeve shirts and make them a short sleeve if you want to show off that sexy forearm, or maybe it's getting too hot for you. I mean, it is, you know, spring about to come and everything, so you know. And they can't fix collars. Like if your collar is too big or too small, they can't fix that. Unfortunately, they can move buttons over a little bit. Move from here, maybe pull it back here. That can be done. But as far as like if you have, you know, too much room in there and you can't move a button over, or if it's just noticeable, then unfortunately there's nothing they can do. Again, and if it doesn't fit in there, I would just recommend this from the beginning, having a shirt that fits comfortably. You want to have range of motion. Again, you know, if it's too small, you're not going to have that. But you also don't want to look like, you know, you're, you know, just swimming in your garment. So, again, there's a way to showcase your body and do so in a way that's elegant and relaxed.